Lolo, Lolo. I just
Lolo.
want to put that out there. Well,
Yes,
Casper,
and
it will never be
here
about
on the
you,
background vocals.
honey. Butter, introduce yourself, and we're gonna get into the shows that's coming on today. I know y'all be like, why she always talk about these shows? Because support goes a long way. If we don't support one another, how can we grow? Everybody screaming, I want to grow, but we not supporting one another. We not even trying to find each other's shows or trying to shout each other out. And y'all can find us in the For You section. Soon they're gonna have us in the trending section. Every show that comes on Friday, Thursday, I want to shout them out. Shout out everybody that has a feature, that's about to have a feature. Shout out to y'all because at the end of the day, y'all actually make things go by during tag. Y'all make the time go on. It's fun. I get to see people crip walk with their toes. What was it? Crip walk with your dog or crip walk with your toe?
Your
It's
horse, your
your
horse actually
horse.
crip
You know
walk.
what, Butter? Take it away and introduce yourself.
Well,
Good
if y'all do
morning,
not
y'all.
know
Thank
me,
you.
make sure you hit me with the fave. I am Butter. I usually stream during the daytime, but you can always catch me every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern time. That is our the floor is yours with Butter. Okay, so that's the hottest talent show on the app. All right, if you can sing, if you can dance, if you can rap, you can make your horse crip walk, if you can walk backwards on the highway, in the dark where it's raining and not get hit by any vehicles, that is a talent. But don't show us that, okay? But still come through. Come through and have fun with us every Tuesday at 7 Eastern time.
And I appreciate Jamila and AV putting their show times and everything in the thing because I am not good with shows, but I show up. See, I'm not good at the time, but I know I beat it. And that's all
You
that
do.
matters. We got Creative Vibe every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Oh, we got AV. He's been moved from Sundays because he realized y'all be needing him on Mondays. If I'm not mistaken. Hold on, where's that? Where it go? Where it go? Wait, hold on.
She
Wait,
do. She do.
hold on.
Look
I
at
got this. Don't talk
I
to me
said
about
Wednesday.
nothing.
They said Wednesday. It's gonna
Every
be on
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Yes,
Every
at
Wednesday
11
is in the
a.m.
morning at 11. Oh, that's my 11 o'clock twin right there. 11 a.m. Let's go. We got Minor Leash with is that Keish at 10
Yep,
p.m. Eastern time.
on
Oh,
Thursdays.
I'm doing good. Thursdays. You got Tuesdays with Butter. Lou. Mondays. He's gonna come in here and introduce himself. Halftime. It wouldn't be no halftime without Lou. So
Okay.
let me go to the board. Remember y'all, it's in the For You section. Um we got these battles going on. Shout out to everybody who had battles, who did a battle. Shout out to whoever won their battle, whoever's up there, whatever they was doing. Shout out to y'all. We got to
Shout out
escape
to
that
Rick and
room.
Vic too for the his Rick and Royale. I believe that was the Rick and Royale.
Yo,
Yeah.
man,
Yeah, shout out to
man,
you. I seen
Rican.
videos.
We gonna get into Rican. I'm gonna talk about all my friends that I met this weekend. I'm gonna talk about all my friends, y'all. We gonna get into tune about everything, right? We gotta escape that room every Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern time with ATL Live. Do not miss out on that show because at the end of the day, we really be out here fighting for our life. All our life we had to fight. We trying to escape that room, and do
And
our
Quell be
thing. I
trying to
don't know
kill
who he
us.
has up there. I don't know who he got up there today, but make sure y'all check it out, 6 p.m. Eastern time. We got it. It's complicated with Will every Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. We got What It's From with Ziploc every Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. We got Yard and Abroad with K Sweetness for every Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern time. It's the flight for me, early morning flights. Y'all know how I like them. Shout out to EKT. I see you, my love. We got Heart of the Hustle every Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern time with Human Bankroll. And then we got the comp, the Summertime Blues comp. Make sure you guys tune into the rundown today. Some of my favorite people are getting their badges today. Woo, 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 woo. I be excited when my friends be getting their badges and all
Y'all
of that
better
stuff.
get it.
Yes,
Y'all
y'all
better
better y'all
get
do.
it.
Do y'all do. Do y'all do. Never give up. I don't care what nobody tell you. I don't care how many numbers you got up on your board. Remember, Lolo ain't get her badge to like 100 hit it, 175 million. I don't even remember. I
Yeah,
know it was
yeah, it was
100
up
and
there.
something.
It was
All right.
something.
So y'all remember that. Let's get into them. Today's topic is recap of playlists. I know a lot of guys had questions. We're doing positive, y'all. Ask me all y'all little ratchet questions later. You feel me? Don't be in here trying to stress me out because I don't know how to answer it the proper way. Don't stress me out today. Positive vibes only. I want to say shout out to all the people that I met this weekend. From Rican Vic to Jamila Joy to Make Them Fall in Love to Baddie. Hold on, who else I met? Also, I met Jesus the Barber. I met Nubian Queen. Who else did I met a lot of people, man. I was out
Oh,
there.
okay. Wait. Question, and I don't think this is negative, but is Barbara short? Is he short?
All right, me and the Barber's the same height. Not too much on my friend. Not too much on my friend. We're the same height, but not too much on my friend because Barber is very handsome in person, okay? He is handsome in person, y'all. Like the cameras don't do a lot for a lot of people. Like we know we look good, we smell good, but when you see person up fresh in person, personal, it's like, yeah, okay. Barber got a little gray in his beard, y'all. I
But he
love
probably
being
keep
on a
them
little bit of
nice
gray.
and
Yeah, I love that. So
yes.
yeah.
I love the gray hairs too. That is a
um,
thing for
I
me.
who else I met? I met Cinnabons.
His hands
I
on
met the
point. I
number one
knew it.
female on Meet Me.
Knew
I
it,
met a
Jay.
lot of people from Meet Me. I met Jim Bean. I met Thomas. I met Chris. I met Ryan. Chris and Ryan are my favorite admins besides Rachel. Those is the ooh ooh. If y'all ever meet them, first of
Is
all, Chris.
Chris lit in person?
Chris is super lit in person.
I
In that
figured he was
man
like
can
one of
play.
them party guys.
And he could dress. And y'all better stop playing with him like, oh, Chris is a little white boy. Chris is Mexican. Not too much on Chris. Okay, that's my
Mexican
friend.
for real. I
That's
didn't
my
know
friend. And he could dress his
that.
behind off. Ryan, man, Ryan, one of them people like you like, man, I'm not going nowhere with her. She don't know how to turn up. You get up in the spot, Ryan like, whoop, whoop, whoop. She's turned up. She's extra lit. I didn't get to meet King Cuz, but I know he was there. Shout out to King Cuz. He got a feature. If y'all always talking about, oh, I need numbers to get a feature, go check out King Cuz. Cause he ain't worried about them numbers. And he got a feature. And he does it
Period.
every Saturday with no care in the world. If you guys got questions about playlists, you're more than welcome to box up. If anybody from playlist wants to come up here and speak about the experience that they had about at playlist, because a lot of people was like, I'm not going to playlist because I'm not trying to go chill with no tag people. Man, y'all bugged out. It was beyond tag. It wasn't even about tag. It was the bigger picture. It was so much of a bigger picture. And I didn't
Oh.
realize it until I got there. Realistically speaking, as much as we're big on this app and we know this app is big, they don't even know tag like that. Let me break your
Well, okay.
bubble.
So who was it TikTok that was the biggest there?
There was TikTokers, there was YouTubers, there was people that's trying to get in tune with being on platforms. You had Meet Me Group, POF, you had everybody from different. But you know, TikTok, they make they stamp. Wherever
Yeah,
they go, they making a TikTok. You feel me? They
yeah,
making a
yeah.
in
Did you
the
did
middle of
you did
the
you try
hotel.
to jump in any TikToks? You ain't try to get in anybody TikToks?
Honestly, I
Ooh,
didn't
Lolo.
because all right, so I'm gonna tell you something about myself, and you guys are not gonna believe me, but you can ask everybody else. I am so much different in person. Like I got like a little shyness in me, but I'm a little calmer. So I'm not gonna just jump up in nobody.
Whoa, you're wet, Lo. Lo, you're wet. Lo,
She
you're
fake
wet.
shy. I'm a little shy, like, cause I
Oh,
don't want you
you're
guys
wet.
to be thinking like, damn, she's you're crazy. But we gonna get deeper into all of that. Y'all can ask me questions, but Rican Vic is up here, and I know Rican is a busy man, man. He be doing the thing and still making time to come up in here
You
and
heard
share
about
some
Lo?
stuff with us. Meeting Rican and drinking with Rican was awesome. We got to solidify the bond that we already had. So it made it better. There was no fakeness around us. It was a great time. We enjoyed, and then Rican disappeared. But
Ricky, where was you at?
then Rican, we ain't gonna tell Rican none of your business, mother. He
Oh,
went
I'm
where he
sorry.
went.
No, I'll tell it. I'll tell it. It's fine.
So
So
Rican, speak on your experience of playlist and would you do it again?
Would I do it again? Yes. I have to prepare for it better next time because I really came down there like, okay, I'm gonna come down there. It was two people that were a priority for me, you and Banks, for two different reasons. And like I'm a very face to face guy. Like I'm a salesman my whole life, so I need to read body language from somebody face to face. I need to look you in the eye, sit down, talk to you one on one, not really give me 5 minutes with you, and I'll know what you're about. There were a few people I was surprised the other way with that. That when I met them, kind of it was I don't know, something wasn't right. But you, that was what I expected. With Banks, that was what I expected. I did not expect that as soon as I went to go check in, I'd hear "Let's go" right behind me from somebody randomly. That kind of overwhelmed me a little bit, and then I didn't expect somebody right next to that person to grab my luggage and start, "Oh, I'll go take your registration," like as if I had somebody from there. Like that was kind of weird for me. And then it was like I thought I could just drink a lot and do some other stuff a lot, just be messed up, talk to one, two people, and just not care. But I needed to be more on my salesman game face than what I anticipated. So it was a little too much attention that I wasn't used to from a lot of people I don't know. And the people who I did know, who I wanted to spend time with, obviously couldn't because there was a lot of tension for them too. So it was a little overwhelming for me. And then I'll just be upfront too. There were a couple of people who I told you about this. There were a couple of people who treat me away on here and kind of do me dirty and wanted to come up to me and shake my hand and say, Rican, and this and that. And I was like, nah, I'm not having that. Walk right past them. And that was interesting for me. That got me mad. I'm be honest, that got me mad, and I was already kind of, we'll say, a little inebriated. So between being mad and a little inebriated, the best thing for me to do when I'm in that situation, also after the guy at the bar wanted to fight me, was to just leave. Because if I was gonna stick around, I was gonna get a little Puerto Rican on things. So I was like,
yeah,
all
we
right,
don't
let
we
me
don't
just
need
leave.
you to we don't need you to get the little Puerto Rican beat.
We like
So I
it.
left.
Keep it cute. Keep it cute, Rican.
Yeah,
I
you
did.
gotta.
That's why I left.
Good.
Rican,
That's
I
why
got
I
a
left.
question. I got a
That's why I left.
Rican. So, what was your favorite part of playlist?
Her.
Lois?
Because I wanted to. It was something a little even before that when her I had a conversation about something, so it kind of teed it up for the point that I try to make. Because like I be telling people when I came here to the app, I didn't go to no badges rooms or nobody nothing, only my people. But she's the only one I went to outside my own people. And I don't have a big gifting relationship with her. She doesn't. You got to go real far down for both of us to find each other's board. But that's one of the relationships I value the most.
It ain't about diamonds.
It ain't.
It's
It's
not
not.
about the diamonds. It's not. And
It's
a
not.
lot of people they don't realize that until they like get around y'all in person. Be like, yo, I could have really been, I could have been really cool with you this whole time, and I was just worried about, what you was putting on my board.
You too
Like,
busy.
it don't have
You
to
too
be that
busy
way.
counting our friendships by how many millies I'm on your board, not knowing
Hello.
having a friend like me for a lifetime, or having a friend like Butter, having a friend like Rita for a lifetime. That's something more special than any dollar can amount to.
Yeah.
Shut up. Go, Rican. I don't know why Cutie be talking to me.
And then I had my one or two conversations with somebody from there I wanted to have a little bit, but when I saw just kind of how much it was so many people buzzing around all of the people from there, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna let that all go. So I had one or two little quick conversations. I just kind of let that ride. And then because that was kind of overwhelming for me Friday, and I didn't want to put on a face Saturday, I just dipped out Saturday and did my own thing. I went with a friend of mine out to Spanish bar, some music, some drinks and everything. I just kind of because I wasn't prepared for all that. Next year I'll be ready for it. I wasn't prepared for it.
Definitely, definitely. And you answered, would you do it again? And that's good because I'm glad to hear you would do it again because next year we could, now we know what to expect. Is better because no, all right. When we were going to playlists, we heard so many rumors about playlists before. Oh, it's swag, it's corny, it's dramatic, it's that. You don't know what playlist is until you get there. Playlist is what you make it. If it's corny, it's because you didn't leave your room. If it's corny, it's because you looking for something to go wrong. If you didn't meet anybody, it's because you don't want to meet anybody. If you didn't have it funny, because you didn't want to have fun. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, the way these platforms came together, as far as the investors, the bosses, whatever, they made sure we had a wonderful time. And that's not a cap. Like if I'm telling you I had fun, I had some fun and I was twisted doing it. They gave me everything I like. Liquor, food, and energy. And
Hey, shout out to the guy who bought us dinner on Friday.
oh yes. Shout
I
out to
got free dinner too.
first of all, I like friends that be like, you know what? I'll pay for everything.
I love them type of people.
I wasn't turning that down.
I like that. I like it. I like it. I like it. But I would do it again. I would recommend all of us to do it. Even if you're a top streamer, even if you just made one diamond for the year or you're just a gifter, go there, experience it. Networking is crazy. I was so scared about doing TikToks or moving into different platforms. And I'm like, I'm so comfortable here. I'm not trying to go nowhere else. When I went down there was people telling me like, yo, your energy, your personality, like you need to be on TikTok. You need to be here. You need to. I done been making TikToks ever since I came back. I think I'm addicted.
Yo,
All right.
for the
But
past two
they
days,
make
I've
me
been
feel
the
like
same way.
celebrities down there a little bit. A little
You
bit.
know, that's the surprising thing I will tell you because my people will tell me all the times like, Ricky, a lot of people like you, a lot of people listen, and I'm like, a lot of people like my diamonds. There's not a lot of people
Mhm.
like me. Let me be clear about that. But
Mhm.
then I go down there and I was surprised that like it was a lot more not top streamers that I did not expect there were gonna be. There are a lot of smaller streamers or a lot of gifters. It was a lot of people who came up to me that don't know who I am, or they know who I am, but I don't know who they are. They came to talk to me, had a nice 5 minute conversation with a lot of different people. And you know what? That was interesting for me. So I'm gonna listen a little bit, be a little more open minded about that in the future. It was a lot of guys and women. And it was cool to talk for 5 minutes, cool as that. And then I remember one time I ran to Lolo and she's like, are you networking? No, I don't want to network. Network for a little bit. Fine, I'll go do it.
Like
Y'all made me want to go the
listen, you
next
don't know
time
who
they
loves
have
you.
one.
Look, meeting these people, I ain't know Jamila be turned like that till I seen her stinky
Jamila
leg.
was turned
Jamila was
up.
stinky legged.
What?
She was up in there, moving side to side, not too much with Jamila. You could take her to the party and she could laugh. Okay? She turned
That's
up.
what I'm talking about, Jamila.
I had fun. I went with a goal in mind. Hey, salute to the room, salute to everybody. Thank you, Lolo, for unpacking this. Rican was a vibe. Lolo was a vibe. Um, and I had some similar experiences, but I went down there with a plan in mind, and that was to really just soak up because I'm really big on what I use my investment. I know sometimes this is like entertainment, so people blow money on tag like if they were going to the casino, right? But playlist, I was like, I'm not about to just blow my money. I want to basically get something out of it. So I actually did go to the different seminars they had during the daytime, and I learned a lot. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm talking about being able to be up close and personal with the number one and number two content creators on YouTube. Talking about what the future of live streaming and the future of social media looks like. It was real big for me. I took a lot of notes. I met a lot of people that was not tagged, but the tag people was lit for sure, right? I
We
did
did good, y'all. We did good.
I did experience some people that I didn't know who they were, and I was like, oh, that was who that was, whatever. And I wish I would have had a chance to take a picture, but there's always next year, right? But I would definitely recommend other people come. Similar to Rican, definitely. You do kind of have to set yourself up to what to expect. Now we know this is my first time going as well to kind of know what to expect, and it can be overwhelming with a lot of people coming up to you that don't really fool with you per se. But it's cool, you just kind of know how to navigate through it. But I learned a lot of information on how these people are getting paid, they're getting sponsorships, they're getting endorsements, and they're utilizing what we do just on a whole nother level. And so I was there for it.
Jamila, what was your favorite part?
Um, I enjoyed the vibe of the different shows they put on for us, the white party and the open party. That was nice. But really for me, the seminars was the best. I mean, meeting some of my favorites, you know what I mean? And then also the seminars was just because here's the thing. Lolo, Rican, all of us we're semi big fish in here, right? So that's like being a big fish in a little pond. And to put things into perspective, being in the ocean of what they have going on, and really just thinking outside the box. Like when I was telling him about tag, the guy was like, "This is the panelist." He was like, "Now what's tag?" And I broke down what tag was to him, and he was like, "Okay, cool, cool, cool. So what you need to do is duplicate that on all different networks, and bring out a piece of what you do in different areas so that you can really grow." And so it really was like a growth mentality. So I had to say the seminars, and definitely catching up with people face to face, like Lolo, KDB, Banks, Reek and Vic, different ones, that are just a vibe on and off the app. So it was beautiful.
And like she was saying, it is shocking when they be like, "What's tag?" But you gotta remember, there's so many bigger platforms that's out there that you gotta let yourself be known. How are you gonna grow anywhere if you're stuck into one platform? So when it was like, "Oh, you're on tag," oh, that's cool. I'm a TikToker. I'm like, well, TikTok is kind of lit. Like they got commercials. They got like
Right,
you don't see
right.
tag coming up on the So we gotta put ourselves out there. And I know y'all so comfortable being on one platform, but man, you want to eat money. You want to eat one place or you want to eat everywhere. I like to eat
Yeah,
everywhere I go. I like snacks too. I don't know snacks. Okay, so not only did we have fun and we got to meet each other, they gave us they gave us a platform where we can go to seminars and meet other people that are doing great, that are doing things beyond
definitely.
our streaming life, where we can do as far as like she said, and what they got, sponsors, this, that, and the fourth. I know y'all want to go. I know everybody want to hear their name be roared in the crowd. I know I do. So I'm hitting every platform, even if it's a platform where I gotta be a little midget. I'm gonna be on that platform too, okay? I'm gonna
Yeah.
chop my legs down, and
I
I'm gonna be on.
11:30 low.
how they were trying
It's,
to
oh, it's
appreciate us.
11:30.
So
You
yeah,
guys, can y'all come right back in? Lou, this is Lou. Man, that man. I want to say shout out to Jamila Joy, shout out to Reek and Vic. I appreciate y'all for coming in the box, telling us about y'all experience at playlist. We're recapping playlist, y'all. So if you went to playlist and you want to get up in the box and you want to speak on it, or if you have any questions on how it was or what is it that was going on there, ask us. Like I'm more than open, and I know everybody was looking forward to me with my bad service to keep it lit for, but they wasn't feeling me over there. They wasn't feeling me, the internet and me. And I think my wig was messing up the connection. I'm not sure. But we're gonna get into that after we let Lou in the box. Lou, please come up here and introduce yourself. Let us know about your show. I know you changed the time and the date. So let us know about that and give us your masterpiece.
Hello. Welcome to the brighter side with Lolo. Hello, what's up, man? Y'all know what it is. My name is Lou the Poet God, and I'm here in the building. Yes. So y'all can catch me Monday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern. I am You Possess the Poets Lounge. You're more than welcome. Any and everybody is allowed to hop in the box, do their thing. All we ask you is to be respectful. Same way as we ask you to be respectful here. You know what I mean? Anywhere else you go on the app, that's most definitely a high thing. Be respectful at all times. Now, everybody's a little welcome, like I said. So let's get to this halftime. So playlist recap is the topic. All right. So first off, appreciate that love, y'all. Appreciate that love. I just want to say we had this talk last Friday. All right. Some of y'all did what I asked, and a lot of you didn't. But it's okay. Cause see, to become more familiar with Lou, understand I have eyes everywhere. I see all things. Like, I know Lolo, that thing was thangin', moving around and rearranging. I mean, from the beginning, I heard y'all was drinking from the beginning all the way to the end, from one area to the next area. I mean, it was bars all around all night long. I mean, you might as well get you a sip, have you a sip, go ahead and get you a toast. Feel that energy just a bit, you feel me? You dig? Some of you look like what you look like. We like that. And some of you look like We gonna leave them alone and we gonna put that wherever it is in the universe and however that may go. And yeah, it's okay because there's somebody for somebody and there's love for everybody. But D, I also know some of y'all embarrassed us with your hygiene. Listen, Linda, honey. Deodorant is highly important as well. Brushing your teeth in the morning, all right? I know you might have had a long night, might have been a lot of liquor in your system, might have been heavy load, head overuse. But I'm gonna need you to take care of that. I'm gonna need you to take care of that. Y'all walking around, people standing next to them, greeting, shaking, and taking pictures and hugging. It's getting a little muggy in here. It's getting a little muggy in here. Somebody cutting onions and woo! But it's cool. Next time you'll do better. You now know. I hope. Somebody told them, right? Check my sheet. Make sure somebody told. I hope somebody told you what was happening. But outside of that, in all fashions, it is a place to network, a place to build things you learning, things you get to understand. See, I'll also be put in a position. See, they once said this was the ghetto. I heard after this weekend, we the suburbs. Because we going to leave that other side alone. All I know is folks don't know how to act out here. I'm going to need you to get it together. Get it together. Like I said, we had this talk Friday last week. I told y'all to behave yourselves. And I appreciate Tag doing such a wonderful job in the behavior department. You did well. You did fabulous, beautifully. Y'all stood how you supposed to stand. You represented in a way that most don't even think for us to represent. And that's the beautiful thing about it. So now folks don't want to know and won't ask questions about who we are and at that other side. Because you don't want to get caught up in that. Alright? That's how you lose badges and handcuffs and police reports and things of that nature. And you don't need that in your life. Alright? Because we're all about positivity and growing and reaching higher grounds. We're gonna leave that where it's at. Y'all be beautiful and stay beautiful. And next playlist. Hope to see all of y'all there. Alright? Make sure you're in the building, baby.
I just would like to say, no, for real, all jokes aside, before I get into anything, right? Because I have so much to say because he's hilarious. Can we really give a round of applause for Tag? Because we really did good, y'all. We did round of
I'm
applause
so
for Tag,
proud of
y'all.
I'm
We
so
did good.
proud of y'all.
We did good. They expected it from I guess last 2 years
I
ago.
expected it. That's one of look, let me tell you something because a lot of us and I asked a few people why they didn't go and me being one of the people that did not go was one of the reasons was because of what happened or what was happening on the last playlist with all of the, the fights and the drama and everything. So it was like, well, why would I want to go? But listening to y'all, I wish I did go. I wish I did go. And I'll probably be at the next one. Y'all stay tuned. I might be there. But I'm gonna go
Playlist
there.
is what you make it. I always tell people, I look at it like this. We work in a corporate building, right? And in this corporate building, we got millions of people in this corporate building. We all might not get along, but in this building, we gonna do what we supposed to do. You feel me? It's business over anything. So I don't got it just because I don't like you or just because I don't have eye to eye with you. Don't mean I need to be all about it. You feel me? When I see you, I walk right past you. That hurts you more than anything. That makes you feel like, oh, I really don't exist to this person. So we don't always have to react on everything that we're going through with people on here. Trust me, I am one of the examples of how to walk on by, walk, walk on. Like you don't gotta. I know I be turned, but it's never that. If I'm not out here in my off streaming life, because I'm not gonna say my real life, because this is real life, we real people. And my off streaming, I'm not out here fighting. I'm not out here getting in tune to all of that other stuff. I don't need to be doing that anywhere else. I don't need to get jiggy. My action speaks enough, and that's just me being quiet and moving the way I move. Like we can say, we don't talk, keep it moving. Ain't nothing else for us to do here. But as far as us getting along, us being happy that we seen each other, us going to seminars together, maybe even sitting at the bar next to each other, taking some shots or whatever with each other. It was lit. It was fun. They gave us that opportunity. They like, listen, we know y'all was locked down for 2 years and y'all missed some grown up action. Even with the kids being there, the kids didn't bother us. Everybody made it seem like the kids being there. That is a kid friendly hotel. They have things for those kids to be in, arcades, slides. They not up in the grown-ups business. They not up in your face, getting up in your way. Yeah, they make a little bit of noise, but that's life. You should be used to it by now if you got kids and you living at home and they making noise all the time. All right. So it was fun. I think they made us feel young. They gave us that breath of fresh air, like, yeah, we out here chilling, we having a great time. Like back in my days. I say back in my days because I'm getting old. Every time I get up, my body crack.
Oh
I
Lord.
make noises, and I'm getting old, y'all. Rican, I see you came back in and had after
All right, listen, listen, listen,
words.
listen. I'm gonna say I feel like I was one of the worst of anybody from the text. I almost got into a fight at the bar. I'm gonna blame you for half of that because that was going to get your drink. But
What happened? Yes.
no, but
He bumped
listen, like
Rican. He
you
bumped him.
know, he did well. He cut me in line, and I'm like, I was already. You know what? This is part of why I left on Saturday because I was already worked up about people coming trying to be Rican that let's just say are a different way, and then in person you and like I always been telling people for 2 years, I'm the same guy off there I'm here, and a lot of people saw that weekend. Like I'm gonna just tell it to you to your face, and I'm not gonna have a problem with being in person. I'm not an internet guy, like, but I'm gonna tell you right now, it was a lot of internet guys down there that like to talk you here and down there keep their head down or want to be fake about it. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to tell you about yourself and walk past you. And so I feel like I was one of the worst, honestly, because I'm not going to keep my mouth shut, but I was keeping my mouth shut for some politics of things with certain people at night. And so by the time we got to that bar, I was just kind of, it was already built up to my tolerance level. And then this guy wants to cut me in line. And I'm like, who raised you? I'm talking to this guy like he's a little kid, and he's ignoring me. And so I tapped him, hey, and I was a little too, all right, and it was late, and he
Rican
started
like
kind of,
vodka and Sprite, y'all, and not shot kind. He
it's
like
a
the
little,
big mug.
What?
but hold on, you know what? We're gonna turn a negative into a positive here because I'm not gonna say why, but let's just say he ended up coming on to the app here a couple days later, and he